Hello folks, my name is Scott Grove, Dr. Groovy of GroovyMusicLessons.com here today to get you on slide guitar and standard guitar tuning. Okay, the biggest thing that this helps with if you're playing in standard tuning and not an open G or an open E or open anything is the fact that if you are in a band and you are the only guitarist in the band, it's a huge benefit. You never have to retune anything, and you just put your slide like on the mic stand, take it off and put it on your finger when you're ready to go, and you're cruising. A lot of other benefits to playing in standard tuning. Now, there are a lot of things that are going to get you in trouble when it comes to playing slide if you've never done it. And that's generally, if you're like trying to mock yourself after your heroes and stuff, that can get you in trouble if that dictates which finger you're going to put your slide on, what your slide is made out of, and so forth. Long story short, heavy slides actually press against the frets real easy. Metal slides like I have on the Dunlop thing, nice and light. Glass slides tend to just break when you drop them, so unless you have an endorsement and have 100 glass slides laying around, be careful with those. Your brass slides are really heavy, and never should you have to change your action on your guitar in order to play slide guitar. So get your guitar playing the way you like it, period, and then play slide, okay? And those are the quickest things I can tell you. And beyond that, you can call the bullshit anything you want, but it's all true stuff that's coming at you. But you will find your own way. I'm going to teach you how to play and throw a few hints that I have found to be true. If you don't find them to be your thing, play your thing. There are gazillions of slide players, and they all do things differently, and that's what gives them their different styles. So again, slide players that play in open tunings will play very differently from people who play in standard tuning like this. Will you be able to get those cool open tuning sounds in standard tuning? Yes, I'll teach you how to do all of that without a problem. Here's the guitar in regular tuning, in E. Okay, so all the open sounds are going to be there, whether you're in E or G or whatever you're going to be in. So there's that. I had to bring out the old 83 Gibson Corvus guitar. Why? Because somebody said, if you don't play that thing sometime soon, I'm going to come and steal it from you. So I have it out. Okay, so you guys stick with me and we'll get started on this whole slide bar thing. Okay? Okay. Thanks for sticking around. The really huge thing about playing your slide in any tuning is finding out which finger you want to wear it on. Okay, I personally wear it on the middle finger for this reason, the reason that I actually play in open tuning almost all the time. When I play lap steel guitar, it's held a whole different way, and you play a whole different way because it's on your lap. Okay, but when playing regular stuff, if I want to play bar chords and be playing like I can't play this if I have my pinky or my middle finger with a slide on it. Okay? I can't play that because I need the fingers. So if you plan on playing a bar chord of any kind, you might consider putting it on the middle. If you're playing in open stuff, it's fine to put it on another finger, I suppose. But you'll find pros and cons for all of them. Okay, so find out what works best for you. Again, the lighter the slide, the less chance you have of it going up against your frets. And if you have to push down too hard, that means you've got your action too high. Okay, honestly. Okay, so the big deal here is when we're playing, we need to hold your slide directly above the fret, not on the fret, not behind it like we normally would play, not past it, but directly above it, and keep it straight. Okay, if you do it like this, everything's going to be all cattywampus and out of tune. So your guitar is going to be in tune the way you look at your slide. If you look at it like that, and that's why your guitar is going to sound like this. Got to straighten that thing out. Okay, you need a finger behind the slide. It shuts up all these notes. Back behind there. You're going to hear a lot of those, especially the more that you turn up. You're going to hear those back there. So this finger behind here shuts them up. Okay, again, that's called a damper finger. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go right away into the key of E. Okay, we're going to do it in a shape of an A. I'm going to show you 3 different shapes to begin with. They may not all be in this first lesson, but I'm going to show you the A shape, the D shape, okay, and the F shape. Okay, so yes, I can still make all the regular chords with a slide bar on in standard tuning. Plus, yes, it's a big plus. So I'm going to take this A shape, take it all the way up to the 9th fret. Okay, that's our E. If you play right across the D, G, and B string. Okay, so put your slide, bang, right above those 3. Make sure it's nice and straight. And put your damper finger back there. Now hit D, G, and B. Okay, if you're doing that, you're not pushing down hard enough. It just needs to have enough pressure to make contact with the strings, and that's it. Just good solid contact, but too much contact, it'll actually rub against the frets. So you'll just simply get used to it like anything else. Naturally, you're going to start trying to slide. Fine. That's what it's there for. The best thing you can be doing, though, to actually practice is to go back 1 fret. So back to the 8th fret, hit those 3, or just one of them, whatever, and slide up to the 9th. Okay, that's going the B string, then the G string, then the D string. And letting them ring out while you go to the next string. Okay? It's a big thing that you'll be doing when we're playing this. So that's bringing that B string up, and then hitting the G string. Okay? It's just a big part of the slide playing. Okay, you can always slide up 1 fret if you want, from 1 fret behind. Okay, you're going to find different sounds, whether you use a pick or whether you decide to, like, use your thumb on your G string, your first finger on your B string, and do this. They sound very different. You'll hear a lot of players playing with their fingers. One is brighter, that's with the pick. One gets a lot more mellow, and you can play 2 notes or 3 notes at the same time. And you can control which string is louder if you play with your fingers. So there's a lot of pluses to both of them. Okay? So again, keep that finger damping behind here unless you want a little bit of that old-fashioned slide rattle, which is if you want to wiggle that thing back and forth with a lot of vibrato, that'll do it, lifting up the damping finger. Okay, but don't make a huge habit of it. You'll find out through trial and error how much vibrato to use and how much you can actually lift off the damper finger. It makes a difference too where you're at. If you're right over top of the G, it's a mess because it's the 12th fret, and then it's just kind of like having it open and going. You know, some things just don't work well. Okay, so a great thing to do while we're here is to, number one, take this cool stance I'm doing. You can't see it, but okay. So this is going on to the high E string at the 7th fret, then the B string. Okay, we're going all the way up 2 frets, from the 7th fret up to the 9th. Okay, so 7th on the E, kill it, or make sure it's dead after you hit the B string. Either way, whichever sounds best to you. All the way up to the 9th fret. And then hit the G string. Now you can let the B string ring with that. Not the E string, but the B string. And if you want to throw in the D string, you can. Because you have that A shape. Everything there works. Okay, the other stuff that works over top of this A shape will be is sliding that backwards. That gives you E7 on the G string, 9th fret, down to the 7th. Okay. Hurry up and get back up on the D string to the 9th fret. And then twice from the 7th fret up to the 9th with probably your D and G strings. Okay. That was all 3 strings. Okay, so that's just a really cool sounding thing. You can hit the D string on the 7th fret if you like, if it suits you. Honestly, it will sound better if you run up and grab the D at the 9th fret. It will turn out better instead of hitting at the 7th, but it's your guitar. Okay, so that's extremely cool. The same lick can be played, of course, in any key, but you're just thinking about those 3 strings and having it look like an A chord. Okay, so you're doing it up here. So when you go to the A, you can do it down here, Or you can do it where it's really cool at the 14th fret and do the exact same thing. Okay, so it's the same thing. And if you go to B, up 2 more frets. Or you can just go down to the regular A. So you come out of E. Okay, so I'm not doing exactly the same lick. I'm actually starting in the middle of the lick. So 2 frets back, and then... and that's on the B string. I'm going all the way to the nut. Okay. Okay, so all of that is the same information, but done on different frets. So the E fret, meaning in this shape, the 9th fret, the 2nd fret for the A, and the 4th fret for the B, but using the exact same information, same licks, same everything. And of course for A, you can also do the 14th fret and the B up here to the 16th fret. Okay. Before I get out of here for this particular part of the lesson, yeah, there's more coming, quite a bit more coming. The other cool thing is to get ready to go to another shape, but I'm going to give you a quick preview, and that is to simply go up to the 12th fret on the E and the B string. Okay, I'm getting ready to go into what's called an F shape, but I just want you to have a head start on cool things to learn. Okay, that's just simply going to the 12th fret on the E string and the B string. Playing them back and forth, giving them a little vibrato. That same B string from the 7th fret to the 9th. And you notice I definitely have to have my damper finger here at the 12th fret, because that's where it's going to go. You can't help but get a lot of noise at that 12th fret. It's just a huge thing. 12th, 5th, and 7th. All the natural harmonic places tend to have a lot of noise. Okay, so work on that. And again, if you're fretting out, it just means you're pushing too hard or your slide is too heavy. It does not mean you need to raise your action, no matter what you read from anybody. If your action, if you think you need to raise it, that's on you. Okay, all your other stuff will be out of tune because you have to press so hard to play your guitar in tune regularly, or to try to even play it regularly. Mr. Billy Gibbons' ZZ Top uses 7-gauge strings. You do not have to use thick strings at all. Just use what you normally use. And he doesn't have to raise his action up. You don't either. I've never raised my action in my life, and I've never missed notes. They're always nice and clean. And the action on here is as low as can be. So again, work on all of this stuff, change it around, play your A here at the 14th fret. What was that high stuff? Same thing you did here. You went up to the 12th. It's only 3 frets higher, okay, than where your A shape is. Put back 2 frets like we did before on the G string. Okay, so work with all that, and I'll be back tomorrow with a whole lot more to add to this, okay? Stay groovy.